Welcome back to Pharmacology classes by MSR. In this video, we are going to discuss about basic life processes. So in Unit 1, we have started the previous video with the definition and scope of anatomy and physiology along with the levels of structural organization and various body systems. In this video, we will see the basic life process, the next topic. So the life processes involves homeostasis, nutrition, transport, respiration, synthesis, growth, excretion, regulation, reproduction and metabolism. All these are the important life process. Apart from this, we have differentiation, responsiveness, etc. What is basic life processes? So the functions or the processes that the living organism will depend on to stay alive or to rely on to stay alive. They are called as basic life processes. So already we have discussed they include the nutrition, excretion, transportation, synthesis, regulation, respiration, responsiveness, reproduction, etc. So we will see in detail about this process individually. So the first one is nutrition. So the process which involves taking of the materials from the external environment and using it for the growth and repair of our body. So this process is nothing but nutrition. Next one is excretion. So we are taking something in, we are utilizing it, so it will leave us the waste products. So the process of the elimination of this waste products is nothing but excretion. And the next one is transport. So we are taking the materials into our body, but every organ of our body requires that particular nutrients and the materials taken into our body. So how our body is transporting those materials to all the different parts. So this process of distributing throughout our body is nothing but transport or circulation. And the next one is synthesis. So all the smaller or simpler substances are combined together to form a larger chemical molecule or a complex substance. That is nothing but synthesis. Metabolism is a term which is used to describe all the chemical reactions which are involved in the maintaining of our living state of the cells and the organism. So basically metabolism involves the catabolism and anabolism. Catabolism is a process where the larger molecule is broken down into smaller molecules which releases the energy. Whereas anabolism is the process where the smaller molecules are built together to form as a complex or larger molecule which requires energy for the formation of this larger molecule. So catabolism will release energy, anabolism will utilize the energy. Growth is a process by which the living cells are increasing in the number and increasing in the size. Whereas regulation is something which involves a coordination between all the cells or organs in our body so that we have a normal range of everything. So to maintain the normal homeostasis, we need the coordination and control among all the activities of our body. So this process of coordinating with each other to maintain the proper range is nothing but regulation. Usually it will be maintained by the endocrine system, nothing but the hormone levels are regulated. So whenever we require, the hormone production will start. Whenever the hormones levels are more, the hormone production will be stopped. So this process of coordination is nothing but regulation. And the next one is respiration. So as we everyone knows that respiration is inhale of the oxygen and exhale of the carbon dioxide. But in this process we have the breakdown of nutrients so that we will have the chemical energy that is being produced. So this respiration is of two types, anaerobic respiration and aerobic respiration. So aerobic respiration will use the oxygen, whereas anaerobic respiration doesn't require any oxygen for the reactions. Reproduction. So re means again. So the process by which the living cells are producing the same type of the living things of same kind, so we call it as reproduction. So we human beings, animals, or anyone, the living organisms may not require it for survival of their life, but it is needed to increase or survive their species. So if they are not reproducing, that particular species may produce scarcity. We cannot see that particular species again. So in order to survive that particular species, we require the process of reproduction, but it is not necessary for the survival of our life. So there are two types of reproduction. One is asexual reproduction and the next one is sexual reproduction. So as the names indicate, sexual reproduction will involve two parents, so that the offspring whoever is produced may be the combination of both parents. Whereas asexual, it doesn't involve both, it requires only one parent and the offspring will be identical to that particular parent.